Hey, Alexa Batrick here for week three's discussion, which I'm so disappointed that I'm not able to attend the live session this week because this is it for me. Like just listening to these TED Talks and the things that came up for me um, would have been really fun to have to talk about and to participate with the live discussion. Um, so yes, I'll come back to what I learned for the first question in the discussion. But my family of origin boundaries were kind of like a solid, you either did it or you didn't. Um, I was raised by behaviorists, as most people in my generation probably were. Um, that's kind of common among people my age that I'm talking to and my similar demographic. Um, So, boundaries, I didn't get to make a lot of boundaries. I didn't get to have a lot of say, and my parents made the rules, and we did it. The end. We did it or we were in trouble. So, I guess that wasn't really the end. I was in trouble a lot. So, here goes. Um, but I think for me, this is huge. This is a huge part of what I'm going to need to work in the mental health field with children and families with autism and ADHD, just because um, boundaries are huge. And I'm noticing this. Um, for me personally, I spend so much of my time um, managing boundaries with my daughter specifically. Um, so the guy in the porcupine video really resonated with me when he was talking about how um, they poke, they back up, um, just kind of like trying to find that sweet spot. And it's kind of this nonverbal dance that we have to do all day long, every single day. It's quite difficult, but being able to discuss this topic feels like maybe this is where I'm pulled because this is like I'm really excited to learn more about boundaries and autism. So with my daughter specifically, when they're talking about fight, flight, freeze, I see this kind of her bounce between these nervous system reactions all day, every day. But for her, she has kind of like a fifth F, which is focus. So she is able to hyper focus and kind of with the dopamine input of being hyper focused on something, like right now, um, that dopamine can override her nervous system, which is a game changer for us and what's keeping my child off medication. So for us, that's working because medication has just made everything worse. So when I think about these things, I have to be really mindful and anticipatory of what she's doing and what's going on around her in our environment because she's 5 and there's not a lot of conversations about this is a boundary. I don't like this, don't push this. But if I'm paying attention, I can say, oh, she's telling me that she's running away. So therefore, there's a boundary. I'm getting too close. So if I can sit down and kind of like, you know, get down, then that's not going to be as triggering. Um, but yeah, so I hate that I'm only allowed to do 5 minutes of a video because I could literally talk about this all day. Um, but then the opposite side of that, the gentleman was saying something about fear-based boundaries, and a lot of what I've learned about typical autism training for like the ABA is based on fear, and you're teaching a child or an adult to mask these nervous system responses, um, similarly to the way that people might train animals, which is disgusting to me. So I'm really excited to learn more about how boundaries connect to creating a safe place for a person or a child with autism.